Today on Facts, we're in San Francisco, exploring The Rock, Alcatraz, and its incredible history in the Bay. So let's start today's adventure. After taking another self-driving car, we got dropped off at Pier 39, right on the bay. It's full of restaurants, amusements, and a great place to view the Golden Gate Bridge and the local sea lions. Now that's a lot of love locks.
You don't think so? This one.
And here are the local residents.
It is. Look how big the big one is in the back.
Oh,
Oh, he's talking.
I know it's not that one, it's that one over there.
we walked down to the wharf and bought a ticket to Alcatraz Island, or as it's more affectionately known, The Rock. It's about 2 kilometres or 1.25 miles off the coast of San Francisco and only accessible by boat. It's actually part of the American National Park System, and as we're reminded, or warned, a number of times, it's under federal law.
The truth about the island and its more than 200-year history. Proceeds from the night tour go to help support the preservation, protection of Alcatraz and many other sites in the Golden Gate National Park Recreation Area.
The island really does have a fascinating history. In the 1850s, it was built as a fort to repel invaders, but it was never used in any battle. Then, in 1910, over 2 years, it was converted into a military prison. Its remote location made it both brutal and inescapable. In 1934, the Federal Bureau of Prisons adopted it into the prison system due to its remote location, strong currents, and cold waters. It was thought to be America's most secure maximum security prison and essentially escape-proof. It could house up to 336 prisoners, as well as prison guards and their families. There was even a school on the island for a time.
All the red street signs, they're going to point you to the Cell House audio tour.
After the prison was closed in 1963, it was occupied by Native Americans from 1969 through to 1971, and you can still see lots of the remnants of their stay on the island. After this, it operated as a museum to the interested public. As a tourist attraction, it gets 1.5 million visitors per year. You still follow the same trail up the hill that the prisoners would have followed when they were first sentenced here. This long walk up the rock to their cells would have really pressed home how their lives were going to be, held prisoners here for the life of their sentence. And as this was a maximum security prison, these sentences were long, often averaging 10 years before being sent to other prisons to complete 20 to life sentences. From the top, the view over the city was amazing. Prisoners would have been able to look out over San Francisco with no way of ever interacting with it, creating this very lonely feeling even to this day. As the dark began to descend, we moved inside to glimpse the cells for the first time.
There you go. Okay, let's go.
We move down the concourse, and you get to see firsthand exactly how confined the daily lives of the prisoners really were. The cells were only 9 by 5 feet, or 2.7 times 1.5 metres. They contained a basic bed, desk, toilet and sink. Cold water only, sorry. We then got to see some of the history of the prisoners who were housed in Alcatraz over the years. The first was Frank Morris and the 2 Anglin brothers, famous for bank robberies. In 1962, they used homemade tools to chip away at the air vents at the back of their cells. Then at night, they slipped through the holes and into the corridor that ran behind the cells. They climbed pipes under the roof and crept to the northeast shoreline. Here they had made a raft out of 50 stolen raincoats sealed with steam pipe steam. They had used paper mache heads with real human hair to fool the night guards. They were only discovered missing the next morning, and their bodies were never found. Maybe they survived, but to this day they're listed as missing, presumably drowned. Here we have the cell of possibly the Rock's most famous prisoner, Al Capone. He spent 5 years in the cell before being transferred due to ill health. The audio tour that was provided free had heaps of information that even kept the kids entertained. And they loved it, as you can see. We moved on to the solitary cells, the hole, that was used for punishment on the island. Prisoners were often isolated for up to 24 hours of the day. In total darkness, they had minimal contact with others for days or even weeks, which often led to severe mental stress. In total darkness, prisoners had even issues tracking time. We went into the basement and listened to an Alcatraz historian tell tales of life on the island and the escape attempts. It was finally dark when we left and we walked back down the hill to our boat. Finally, we got to escape Alcatraz.
So we're leaving.
San Francisco.
Look, Golden Gate, 600 meters, like 600 foot. Yeah.
Next time on the Family Adventure Channel Travel Show.
Did you have a shower this morning? You sure? You want another shower? Okay, let's have another shower.
We cruised down the coast to the Monterey Aquarium. Here we see a huge array of aquatic life. From sharks to octopuses,
Wow.
big fish, and jellies, and schools of thousands of fish. So come and join us next time, and thanks for watching.